One second, guys. I forgot my remote. What's up, guys? I'm back. Hello, if there's something I can ask you something. Guess not, maybe new. Ask me. Hey, well, shut up. You'll be back next scroll by. Yeah, I'm back, guys. I lost the remote for the treadmill and I was looking for it. And now I'm really worried about it because I don't see it anywhere. And the reason why I'm worried is I think I left it in the pocket. I think I left it in my pocket. And then I washed all our clothes. Like, I think I accidentally maybe put it through the washing machine by mistake. Yeah, that's my worry. mind. It was in here the whole time, guys. I found it. I found it. I found it. Other than your people count indicator changing, is there another way you can tell I'm here? If I don't say hello, I mean, no, I wouldn't know if you're on specifically. Like, do you see how in the top corner here, I see there's 15 people watching. I only see one like. I don't know who the 15 people are. The only people that I know are on are the ones that are commenting, right? And then I only see one like. So I don't know why you guys aren't liking. Who's like, why aren't you liking? Unless you're a top fan. The top fans get on the list as well, but I don't know how to I don't know how they will quantify who's a top fan and who's not. Thanks for the like, Leon. You are so amazing. Thank you for answering that. I liked you. Thank you. Yeah. It's literally you don't know. I think especially if you had a huge audience. If you had a huge audience, like hundreds of people on, there would be no way of knowing who is all on unless they actually physically comment something, like they say hello in the chat, right? Because otherwise it just shows that little viewer count, right? I don't know if it shows it on it. Does it show? It shows it on your guys' end too, right? The viewer count. Pretty sure it does, right? Yeah, of course it does. Because then I've seen people say, "Oh, I see the like count going up or whatever." Anyways, guys, let's go to let's go to the top of Mount Benson today. There we are. Right, that makes sense. This older lady creeped me out. Why I asked. I thought she was having a mental health crisis, but thanks so much for clarifying. How did she creep you out? Like, what happened? Was she like a psychic or something? And you went on her live stream and she was like, "I know you're here," ha ha ha, or something like that, or what happened? Says Gaby. But yeah, I'm at the top of Mount Benson right now, as you guys can see in the background. I'm doing good. How are you, Gaby? Is it Gaby or Gabby? Or Gabai? Or Gabi? Gaby, Gabby, or Gabi? Inman. Nice. One and two is good. Okay. She was sitting alone on a live, and I just not appropriately dressed and looking very unwell. But then it got weird trying to converse with her. Oh. Okay. That seems a little sus. Seems very sus, actually. Not appropriately dressed. And not very unwell. And looking very unwell, rather. Yo, Hockey, I see you over there. What you up to? Me, I'm just taking a exercise break here. Yeah, it was so weird. I deeply appreciate the answer. Oh, you're welcome. If anything, I wish though that more people would ask more questions, more interaction. You know, I'm happy to answer. Have a great night. Thanks. Walking in the Canadian winter is wild. Yeah, I know it's so cold out here. Look at that, guys. Snow everywhere. Should I speed up a little bit? Canada looks really snowy. Honestly, though, this is at the top of a mountain now, so that's why it's extra snowy on this picture. What mountain? It's called Mount Benson. It's on Vancouver Island. It's just a short walk away from the town of Nanaimo. Say, I'm beginning to think this is why they call you hockey. Most of the buddies over here that plays hockey have a lot of missing teeth. I don't have no missing teeth. My teeth is all here. Most pros end up with missing teeth, though. Probably just because it's so common for the puck to fly up and hit somebody in the mouth or whatever. But to be honest, I think it's becoming less and less as well, because more precautions are taken. So, for example, the helmets are getting much better at protecting the whole head and mouth and face area, whatever. Mouth guards are becoming better, like the the in-mouth mouth guards. Technology is getting better, and the players themselves are playing a less physical, tumbly type of game nowadays. A lot of more of the play is more skill and speed based, decision based, not so much like a physical type, like of hard hitting game. And it's like that also for most sports are honestly going that way. Like even the NFL, if you look at football plays from 20, 30 years ago, a lot of the plays that used to happen were more violent and more dangerous. And the game is still violent and dangerous to this day, both hockey and football, but you can see that the level of play is less aggressive and more skillful. I gave you a like when I came in, man. What do you think? Thank you so much, Dwayne. I appreciate that. I'm talking about the guys over here that play hard. I see you don't have any missing teeth. Do you get to play or watch? Well, I play hockey, but I don't take it to that extreme level of losing teeth over it. I was just saying most people that get to that level, like if they're actually pro players, end up having something like that happen over the course of their career. And it's just, statistically, they're on the ice so much. Over here in the United States, they fight on the ice. Yeah, there's hockey fights still, but again, it doesn't happen unless you play in like a very competitive level. Like you have to be in the sort of competition bracket where people really truly care about advancing. You know what I mean? Like it matters more than anything else. Hi, handsome. Well, hi there, Goopinder. I'm goopy to see you. Oh, not here in America. How am I walking and not making any progress? I don't know. I think I'm stuck. I'm stuck in a black hole, guys. I'm getting sucked in. Whoa, shit. Oh, oh. Don't worry. I'm okay. Oh no. I'm getting sucked in again. Oh, I'm back. I'm back. Oh no. Oh no. No. Whoa, fuck. I almost actually fell off. I literally almost actually fell off that time. Wait, that's a green screen, right? Did I actually trick some people? Oh wait, it's a green screen and the Canadian flag in the back isn't moving. No. This is real, guys. The flag, it's just so cold that the flag got frozen. Like the wind blew over it, it got frozen. No, these guys aren't pro, they just go after work. Oh, and they still have hockey fights? That's crazy, bro. It's not like that here. That's actually crazy. If you're just playing in like a men's league, like after work men's league, dropping the mitts to fight is actually insane. I would not do that. I play aggressive and I play hard, but I would never try to physically altercation with somebody. That's what I'm telling you. Over here, they're very competition. I mean, maybe some guys are, but I think maybe wherever you live is very, it's just like that, you know? There you go, pick up the pace. Yeah, I was actually going quick. You're on a green screen. I know you're on a green screen. No, I'm outside, guys. Look at the flag. Look at the trees. How can I have trees inside my own house here? Are you walking on the treadmill you have? As you guys can tell, I'm literally outside right now. I'm in the snow. I just kept getting sucked into the black hole. Wait a sec. The black hole's coming back. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Oh, I escaped. Yo, you know, I couldn't keep up with your wife. She talks fast and runs, actually. And she do everything fast. Yeah, I know. She has a squirrel energy. That's what I say about her. She has a very squirrel-like enthusiasm. If you're outside, why does your voice sound so clear? I hear no wind. Voice canceling headphones. I mean, wind cuddling, microphone. Wind canceling microphones. And it's just a matter of perspective. Like, it looks like, you see how the flag in the background looks like it's not moving? It's a matter of your perspective. Voice canceling headphones. Imagine they created those, and every time you listen to a podcast, it just sounds like shit. I'm at the top of Mount Benson. Trust me, hockey. The equipment is expensive. They get off work, they go play hockey. They might come into work with no teeth. What does the equipment being expensive have to do with anything, though? Which show did you guys settle on last night? Which show? Like which movie you mean? When we were talking movies or shows? Because at the moment, me and Zara were watching a TV series. It's on Netflix. That we've already been like watching. Like it's episodic. There's 2 seasons of it. But we just finished it actually today. I think Zara said you guys watched something you didn't want to watch at first. It's possible. I mean, going back to the beginning of the show that we're talking about, the very first day that we watched it, we were having trouble deciding on what to watch. And she made a few suggestions about shows that she might want to watch. And I was like, not really into many of them. And then she suggested this one that we started watching, and I said yes. And then we watched them all, like back to back to back. We binge watched it over the course of like a few days. But yeah, 1 second, guys. I'm just going to use my magical teleportation device right here in my hand. Watch this, guys. Watch this. Take a close look. As I press the button on this magical teleportation device, did you guys see that? I teleported back in the garage. You can get these actually Amazon. You can order these on Amazon. Type in magical teleportation device. It'll get to you by tomorrow morning if you do it right now. I'm just joking, guys. That was an act. But yeah, if you guys are curious about the show, I think it was called Friends from College. That's the name of the show. It's on Netflix. Does the device teleport, or do I have to pay the shipping fee? No, it primes. It just primes right to your. It's instantaneous. As soon as you hit order, it's already in your house. Patrick Kane, greatest player of all time. Why do so many people think that? Like Kane was good. He won 1 MVP 1 year a few years ago. Like I think back in 2021, I want to say maybe 22. He was the MVP 1 time, but he's not the greatest player of all time. Is that you that said this last time, Ronnie? Because if so, you're gonna get it. This is your head. Just joking, guys. These are boxing gloves. Yeah, and I'm pretty sure I told you this last time. I'm not even saying he's a bad player. I'm just saying he's not the greatest of all time. These guys go to the bar, not to drink, but to kick butt. I'm just trolling. I guess. I mean, it's a pretty good troll, but if I was you, I would pick a better troll, like a better example. You know what I mean? Like, if anything, you should pick a really bad player and say that. You know? She said it was some kind of show. Yeah, it's just a stupid comedy slash dramedy. You know, like it's like a drama comedy show. You know, it's a throwaway show. Like they only made 2 seasons of the show, and I don't think it was massively popular because I've never even heard of it until we found it on Netflix. Brady Tkachuk. Brady Tkachuk's good too. Jonathan Toews is the greatest Canadian hockey player of all time. And I'm not just saying that because I'm from Chicago. I feel like you are just saying that because you're from Chicago. Because, I mean, if that was true, how, like, you wouldn't be able to justify it, you know? There's so many other players that had better individual and career-wise numbers, you know? Like, statistically. I mean, I shouldn't say so many. I mean, he is in a pretty good class. You know, he's got the Olympic gold medal, the Stanley Cup, you know, captain of the team, sort of, you know, very great defensive metrics and that kind of thing. But like statistically, there's guys with way more goals, way more assists. And then on a team level, there's guys with way more cups. You know what I mean? Like he does have 3 cups, but he's not, you know, freaking Maurice Richard or whatever, you know? He's not Henry. He's not Henry Richard. Okay, I'm just adjusting the camera if you're wondering what I'm doing. Just putting it down a bit so I can show you guys my sweet moves. So you go jab, jab. You step in and then you turn elbow like that. So watch. Jab, jab. Like that. That's it. That's the name of it. You're right. Justin Bieber is a better hockey player than Taves. Yeah, I used my my teleportation device. Mary Lou Desjardins Leduc says hi. Welcome, Mary Lou Desjardins. I agree. Thanks for the agreement there, Don Profeta. You know what I mean? Like, if you wanted to say a guy who has more better stats was a better player, that makes sense. But you could argue, oh no, but he's got the team accolades. Well, of course he's got team accolades, but like I said, there's guys with more Stanley Cups out there too. Gold medal? I mean, he does have an Olympic gold medal from 2004, but so does Sidney Crosby, and Crosby's got 2 Stanley Cups. Or 3. Does he have 3? Oh, he has 3. He has 3 Stanley Cups as the captain. My favorite team is Vegas Golden Knights, and my favorite player is Mark Stone. Nice. By the way, do you play hockey? I play hockey, yeah. Canes 9-1 of Florida. BTA. What does BTA mean again? Yeah, I heard about the Canes beating Florida. You know what's crazy, guys? There's been a bunch of games this year where the score has gotten run up, like more than I've ever seen. You know, in the past, like remember the Rangers lost a game like 10-1 the other day. They lost another game like by like a score of 9-something the other day. I've seen a bunch of Colorado games where they ran up the score, and now I'm just saying I've seen so many high-scoring games recently on the NHL, like many games where the goal count exceeded like 7. Oh yeah, the New Jersey Devils lost one the other day where Markstrom gave up 7 goals. I'm pretty sure. And she also kind of said you was going to watch it whether you wanted to or not. No, that's not what happened. That's literally not what happened. The story goes like this, guys. We were looking for a show to watch, like something that we can watch together, like a movie or a show or something like that, right? And this is what happens. I'm going to tell you guys a little secret about what happens, especially with the abundance of streaming platforms that everybody has nowadays. This is what happens. People go on Netflix or Prime or Disney or whatever they're watching, right? And they scroll endlessly looking for a good movie or show to watch. And the amount of time that you're looking through all the options takes up so much of the time that by the time that you're actually like ready to watch the thing, you're not even into watching TV anymore because you've just been endlessly scrolling through options and options. I'm doing good, Visser Gabe. Thank you for asking, by the way. And what's up, Panthers J Bub? Oh, belt to ass. I get it. Yeah, BTA. I forgot. That's a kind of a newer. That's a newer one, right? But I got it. You know. Now I got it. That's how they play hockey over here with jabs. Yeah, exactly. What's your favorite team in the NHL? It'd be right here. If you don't know what this one is, it's the alternate of this team right here. But yeah, what was I saying again? Oh yeah, so anyways, guys, going back to it, you sit there, right? You look at all the options that they have on Netflix, right? and you say, "Oh, what should we watch? What should we watch? What should we watch?" Right? You're trying to pick a show, right? You get through a bunch of options, and then by the time you settle on something to watch, you're just like the moment's gone. You're not even into it anymore. And this phenomena is multiplied by an even greater percentage when you're trying to watch TV with a partner, like when you're trying to watch with your spouse. So I don't know who in here has a spouse, right? Has a wife or a husband or whatever, right? If you have a spouse, what's up, unknown? And you sit down and you say, we're going to watch something together. And one person goes, oh, we should watch this. The other person goes, nah, I don't want to watch that. And then vice versa, right? The other person says, hey, we should watch this show. And they go, nah, I don't want to watch that. Anyways, by the time I find something good, I already know I'd be asleep, LMAO. Yeah, exactly. So, anyways, this happens quite often where we can't decide what we want to watch as a show or a movie, right? So sometimes I just make it easy by saying, I'm just going to pick the show. I'm just going to put something on and we're just going to watch it because she sometimes will make a suggestion like, hey, let's watch TV, let's watch Netflix or something, right? And I'll be like, okay, what do you want to watch? She goes, I don't know. And then I go, okay, if you don't know, I'm just going to decide something. I'm not going to make suggestions. I'm just going to pick what I want to watch and we're going to watch it, right? I tried that move. I put on a show that I wanted to watch. And she said, I don't like this show. And then I said, okay, what do you want to watch? Because I picked this. After asking her what did she wanted to watch, she scrolled and asked me the things that I might want to watch. And I was saying no to a bunch of them until I said yes to one of them. I said, okay, yeah, let's watch this. And we decided upon it together. We're very big fans from North Korea. I call the shots all the time. I pay the bills. Yo, your wife said it's her birthday tomorrow. She be big, 24. What kind of plans you got for her? And she said good food out for dinner. The plans, so I'll tell you guys, as long as you promise not to spoil it, I'm going to get her, I got her a cake, a special cake that I ordered from from a local bakery. And then I have a special surprise for her, a birthday present that I'm going to give to her. And then I'm going to get some flowers and balloons and stuff like that. And then, anyways, I got dinner reservations at a nice dinner place. Too many option, too much comfort or power. The life becomes stale. No challenge. Nice. Why say it on live? Not very smart. Well, I guess, yeah, somebody's probably going to spoil it. But if you do, guys, please just don't. Like I'm just asking you not to. She might be watching, man. Don't fumble the surprise. No, I think she's on live herself, eh? She's on her own live. Isn't she? I mean, if she's watching my live, then, like I said, guys, I like to do a lot of jokes. Remember earlier I was pretending the green screen was real life? I remember I was pretending that this was a teleporter. It's actually not a real teleporter. This is just the remote for the treadmill. So as you guys can tell, I make a lot of fantasical jokes or whatever. Hey, my Canadian brother. What's up, Michael Joseph Howard? Welcome. Mo Salah running down the wing. Who's Mo Salah? Is that a soccer player? Howard? Damn. Oh, sorry. Is it Howard or Hayward? Michael Joseph Hayward. You look like him. Is that a soccer player? But yeah, anyways, guys, what was I saying again? Oh yeah, the show that we chose. We chose it together. Egyptian soccer player for Liverpool. Why did you block me on Grindr last night? Grindr. My girl wanted to watch Love and Hip Hop and Atlanta Housewives. LOL. You know, the only thing that I can tell you guys, to be honest, that I watch that is like um female coded, like a girl show, is Love is Blind. And that's like a game show where a bunch of people go inside of these like pods or whatever. They call them pods, but it's basically like a empty room. And they converse, they talk with a person of the opposite sex on the other side of a wall. So like imagine this wall behind me. Imagine on the other side of this wall there was a girl in there and you talk with them. Like you're sitting in a little room and they're sitting in a little room and you just talk over the wall. They can't see each other. And basically um at the end of the show, they decide if they want to get married or not. And that's what's called Love is Blind because they're blind. They can't see each other, right? And at the end of it, then they end up getting married. They get to see each other in real life. Do you cook, mate? I do cook sometimes, yeah. Not a lot of the times, but I do cook. But sometimes I be cooking. Why is every comment on every live about gay stuff tonight? The fuck's going on, fellas? I don't know, guys. I don't know. It's just something's in the air, you know? Love is in the air, maybe. But yeah, I've never watched anything else uh like girly show, you know? That's the only one really. I mean, sometimes I'll be honest, sometimes my wife has occasionally watched like the Kim Kardashian show or whatever. So I've seen that a few times here and there, but not really. Like, she's not even that much into it. So that means it's not on a lot. And it's more of my sister-in-law. I think she watches that more. You you did that for the anniversary, man. Come on, you got to think of something different. Bro, don't I'm literally not going to talk about this ever again if you start talking to me about that. Cuz you're giving off more Italian vibes. We all Italians are mean cooks. No, I'm not Italian at all, really. But I get the vibes, maybe. I can cook some pretty good spaghetti, I can tell you that much. Spaghetti with some really good sauce. I know how to make sauce. I haven't made spaghetti in forever, though. We kind of stopped, to be honest. Me and Zara used to make more pasta. But then, I can't remember when. We just kind of, we started phasing out a lot of heavy carbed meals. If she was on live, I definitely wouldn't be over here with you talking on the treadmill. Oh, okay. Um, but yeah, we used to make more pastas and like lasagnas and spaghettis and whatever, you know, like noodles. And then eventually we started phasing that out more. You silly man, that you super silly. You keep me laughing. That's my goal, guys. I hope you guys are laughing out there. You know what I mean? I hope nobody actually gets too serious on these lives. You know, my lives are pretty joke and entertainment heavy. You know, sometimes we talk about serious stuff, but for the most part, it's mostly just funny, silly stuff. You know what I mean? And that's why I prefer to keep it light, keep it fresh. You know, we had a really good debate the other day about who would win in a fight between a grizzly bear and a gorilla. We had we were talking about nostalgia movies the other day, like the old Lion King and whatever. Crystal's back. What's up, Crystalberg? Crystal Nurberg. Yeah, so we were talking nostalgia movies, you know, like yeah, the old animated flicks, you know, like the old the Lion King, the you know, the it's soul food. You can't be phasing it out. You can decrease the portions, that's fine. Oh my god, the portions. That's actually what gets me, man. It's the portions. Especially with the the baked lasagnas. Like we used to make these noodles, sometimes like baked spaghetti type dishes. You know, and you make like a bunch of pasta and you layer it with beef and cheese and stuff, and then you bake it with a cheese layer on top, and it's like a lasagna, like a spaghetti pie type thing. And the problem with that is it would be so good that I wouldn't eat normal portions. I'd eat like a whole plate of it, and then I'd eat another plate of it, and then I would just the rest of the dish would be sitting there on the counter, and I just eat it all. I just eat it all, and I'd feel so full afterwards. You know, like too much. You know what I mean? Disney cartoons and Disney movies have gone downhill. Now they're just NG. What does NG mean? Um, I would honestly, I would disagree with that. Blah blah blah. I think if you go back and you watch the old Disney cartoons and the Disney movies, if you go back and you watch um, all of them, you'll notice that the quality is the same. It's just you only remember the hits right now. Like you don't remember the misses. You know what I mean? Like there's hits and there's misses. When you go back and you watch the old Disney cartoons, you're just gonna watch the hits because you're not gonna remember the flops, you know? The misses that were flops. You won't remember those. But here, because it's the present day, right? You see all of the films. Did you notice that they didn't say old Disney movies? I said new Disney movies, new. No, I did notice. You said Disney cartoons and Disney movies have gone downhill. So that implies that they used to be uphill. They used to be better, right? So if you're saying they've gone downhill, that's saying that the quality has gone down, right? The quality hasn't gone down. The quality has remained stable. It's just that when you look back, you think the quality used to be higher because you forgot about all the bad movies. Because the bad movies you don't watch ever again. You never hear about ever again. Does that make sense? The new Disney stuff is no good. There's new Disney stuff that's good. To be honest, the Disney movies live remakes were never a hit. They all flopped, so the general quality did go down. I guess okay, maybe if you factor in all those ones, but I've never even seen any of those ones. So maybe I'm biased because maybe I only watch the good Disney movies now. I don't watch any of the bad ones. Sending hate from India. Thank you, user. I appreciate your hate. What are you talking about, man? Your mother-in-law just made spaghetti a few days back, maybe a week ago. Yeah, that was her. She made it. I don't make it anymore though. Thanks for the hate, India. How do you think the Leafs are making the playoffs? Oh, that's an interesting question, you know. I am Zara's husband. Can I get some hate too, please? Yeah, please, user, give some shout out some hate for Dr. No Happy. Um, yeah, that's a good question, King of Toronto. Are they going to make the playoffs? Well, a few weeks ago, I think it was just a few weeks ago, right around Christmas, we were talking about the Toronto Maple Leafs. They looked like they were lost. They looked like they weren't going to make it. They looked like they were down near the bottom of the Eastern Conference. And then something went off. They turned a light bulb on, and now they're back in the race. I don't know if they're going to make the playoffs, but certainly the outlook looks a lot better than it did just a few short weeks ago. Are you Arab or Mexican? I am neither. But yeah, but he was trying to pull our leg, man, saying that you think you can take a black bear on. No, I don't know. I could take a black bear, guys. Black bears are not that dangerous comparatively to a grizzly bear or a polar bear. You can look this up, guys. A fully grown female black bear only gets to be about 120 pounds. I fought Winnie the Pooh. Did you win or did he eat you? Stole his honey. Nice. I tried hockey for a week, sprained my ankle, bad, and never again. Were you playing like outdoor hockey, like field hockey, or were you playing ice hockey? Because how do you sprain a ankle with a, skate on? That must have been hard. Like that's a very uncommon hockey injury. I guess you hear about the high ankle sprain a little bit in hockey, but you don't hear about you just don't. I guess it doesn't happen very often. Is all I'm trying to say. But yeah, as for the spaghetti equation, like I said, I personally don't really make spaghetti very often anymore. I'm not saying I never have spaghetti ever again, or I just don't eat it anymore. But in general, it has been less than the past, especially when I was living without any family or extended family, like just me and my wife. When we were just together by ourselves, there was times when we ate spaghetti a lot more often when we made it ourselves, and then there was also times when we basically didn't eat it at all. Like we just literally never made spaghetti or pasta or anything of the sort. Ice hockey, what do you mean? It's uncommon. I literally folded my ankle, upper body, under my body, and heard some tendons pop. I think it's uncommon because of the way that the skate is. It's like a boot that goes over your ankle. So I just thought it was more uncommon. Three 200 pound, 3/290 pound man, a female bear. LOL. What is the funny part again? Like I was just thinking that the way that the skate is, it's kind of like a boot. You know what I mean? Like it keeps your ankle in check. Like it's pretty stationary. Like it doesn't have a lot of give. But I guess if you crash or something, like if you hit the boards wrong, it could happen. I'm not saying it's impossible. I'm just saying I thought it was more uncommon. Like I thought it was more common for somebody to mess up a knee. Because your knee is more exposed. Um, or yeah, a knee injury seems more possible, more probable than an ankle sprain. That's all I was saying. That's all I was thinking. I'm so tired, guys. Oilers all the way. F the Oilers, guys. Go Flames. Oh, maybe the $20 skates were trash. I guess that's probably the issue. If your skates are not that good, then that can definitely affect it. Like here, I'll show you guys what I'm talking about. Just give me 1 second. See this hockey skate? This is my wife's hockey skate, right? And it's like a boot. You know what I mean? Like like your ankle. Imagine this was your imagine my arm is her foot, right? the ankle itself would be right in there, right? And there's not much flexion on it. You know what I mean? Like, they don't move that much, you know? So it might have been if you had a bad skate with bad ankle support, then it could be very common. It would be dangerous. But the way that they make newer hockey skates, like, this is a solid plastic. You know, so if you were skating along, you're not rolling an ankle. Your ankle's like in a very stable boot, and it's not going forward or backwards at all. Yeah, okay, but what do you mean? What do you bench? Me, I bench. I don't know. I don't know what my max bench would be. I've never actually tested like my one rep, most like highest bench what I could possibly do, but typically I will do about 185, 5 reps, 5 sets. So 25 reps of 185s. That's usually what I do. Crosby with the cups, McDavid with the dust. I guess I shouldn't cheap out next time on equipment next time. Yeah, exactly. Bro, I'm sorry. I heard about your Zachary disease. What the heck is that? Do you have the Gryffindor scar? I don't know, do I? Is that like the Harry Potter thing? And didn't he have a lightning bolt on his forehead? But yeah, this is Zara's ice skate, by the way, guys. Her hockey skate. She wanted pink laces, so I put pink laces in it for her. And her skates are actually really nice. Like, these are nicer than mine, to be honest, guys. My skates are falling apart. They're broken. But a big reason why for that is because I actually use them. She's only used these like a few times. And they're really good skates. Technically, these are boy skates. Like, these are for like a 13-year-old boy. But they fit her perfectly. Oh, I thought you said scar. Not scarf. What's a Harry Potter scarf? Are you thinking that's what that is in the background? No. This is a hockey jersey. Sorry, I just misread that one. I literally thought it said Gryffindor scar. Which is Harry Potter, right? Like, wasn't Harry Potter in the Gryffindor house or whatever? Cool jersey, bro. Thanks, Will. When will we change? By the way, Joe Farabee was a bad buy by the Flames. Yeah. Honestly, yeah, the Flames have just been very unproductive lately. Like, and I mean, like, going all the way back to when they lost when they lost Johnny Gaudreau to free agency. And then immediately after that, Matthew Tkachuk told the team that he would not be re-signing with them. They traded Matthew Tkachuk for 2 really good players at the time. So Weegar and Huberdeau was a really good package to get back for Matthew Tkachuk. But both of them are much older now and much less productive than they were. In Huberdeau's case, it's actually like scary. It's scary how bad Huberdeau has become. He's on pace for like 40 points, guys. It's actually ridiculous how bad he is now. And they made a huge mistake by signing both those guys right away without even seeing a season of play behind their belts first. And then they immediately signed them to extensions. And then they traded Elias Lindholm eventually, who ended up netting them Andrei Kuzmenko. And then Kuzmenko got traded to Philly for Joel Farabee. Or what's his name? Joel Farabee. And Farabee has not been that productive. I mean, I hear all the time, oh, you know, maybe he's not productive, but, you know, he's trying his best and he's getting to the good spots or whatever. You know, he's consistently, you know, mucking it up. He's in the play, blah, 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 right? So, but at the end of the day, guys, production is what we need. You know, we need guys who can shoot, who can score, right? Same with Morgan Frost. Like, his numbers are not that good. Both of these guys, I think, were 20 goal scorers before in Philadelphia. Now they can't hit the back of the net. They were going by a legacy, which was Major L. Yes, yes, my brother. Mr. Waffle. Yes, of course, Mr. Waffle. Yeah, exactly. Now they're just like a team of a collection of okay players. Like, all their players are just okay now. Even Jonathan Huberdeau, who should have not been okay, he should be a fucking superstar. Sorry, excuse my language, guys. I just got too heated about this. What time is it here? It's 9 p.m. Well, it's 8:58 to be honest, but it's about to be 9 p.m. And yeah, like, all of our players are okay. You know, they're not good. I mean, they're okay. Yeah, they're not good. They're just okay, guys. It kills me, guys. It kills me. I just want the Flames to actually be good. It actually kills me. And they're not going to get better. That's the problem. Is Huberdeau is just going to get a year older. Uyghur's play has sadly declined. You know, he was actually pretty decent his first couple seasons since we got him. Now he's no longer in the decent category. Don't worry about them. They're shit. Okay. I won't worry about them. They're shit. Because LMAO facts, yeah. And they're going to trade Rasmus Anderson, guys. Watch it. Clock it right now. Clip that. Rasmus Anderson is going to be traded, guys. Guarantee you. He's going to be traded in the next days or two. He's like, what, 35 now? Who, Hubie? Hubie is, no, he's not that old. I think he's 31 or something. What do you think the Leafs need to do in the trade deadline? The Leafs, I mean, they could use a Rasmus Anderson. Do I watch UFC? Yeah, I do, but not as much as I used to. I think I've explained this before, guys, but I used to watch a lot more UFC back in the day when I had a bit more time, but it's just so hard to keep track of everything, you know? Like, I got a lot of hockey I gotta watch. You know, I got, like, work, you know, I got a family. Like, it's a lot of stuff going on. It's hard to be able to, like, catch all the pay-per-views, you know? And then on top of it, the pay-per-views got so expensive to rent, and if you don't want to rent them, you can go someplace to watch them. Like, you can go to a bar, but I don't really like going to bars just to watch sports, you know? It's about 9 p.m. over there, right? Because you guys are 3 hours behind us. It's midnight. It's actually your wife's birthday. Happy birthday. Yay. Yeah, I guess so. Yeah, that's probably out on the East Coast or whatever, yeah? Or Central, maybe. Hey, what's up, hockey? What you up to? Me, right now, we're just talking. What do I do for work? I do property maintenance stuff. Like, I do people's lawns. I work on their grass. I try to make their grass better, you know, and what else do I do? I wash their windows, siding, roofs. Sometimes I do random odd jobs for people, you know what I mean? Like, I'll do something that's not even really in my repertoire just because I can, you know what I mean? Cleanups, yard cleanups, you know, like clean up all the leaves, clean up all the junk. Sports bars are a really cool atmosphere for me. I enjoy drinking a beer and eating snacks while watching a game or a fight. Respect to you, real men are the laborers. I do respect that opinion, Dan. That's great. You know, I used to actually love sports bars too, but um, like I said, I just don't have as much time to be going out to watching the UFCs as I used to. I used to watch a lot more, is all I'm trying to say. Now I try to catch the big fights, like the really big ones. You know what I mean? Like when it's like, you know, John Jones is coming back, or it's a champ versus champion, like a two weight division clash, or, you know, a legend, like somebody who's literally like on the cusp of legendary status. You know, I try to catch those ones, you know? Oh, you do the same work. Good night, Mr. Waffle. Where's the Mr. Waffle um thing coming from? Going to sleep. But yeah, like back in the day, I used to watch more UFC is all I'm trying to say. I used to watch like almost every event, you know? And then I don't know why also, for some reason, sometimes I just lose interest in things. Do you offer better rates for nice clients that you offer for a hot drink working, or you upcharge them? Uh, I mean, the thing is, I agree to prices before I would know if the customer was going to offer me a hot drink. But so what I mean by that is, like, let's say I priced a person out, right? And then I started like raking their lawn or whatever, doing something for them. And then they came out and they said, "Here, I have some coffee or a hot chocolate for you." I would be really appreciative, but I wouldn't give them a discount. You know what I mean? Like, I would be so thankful and grateful, and I would believe that they were truly a nice person, but I wouldn't lower their price. Have you ever? Do you ever need alone time for yourself though, like an activity that you enjoy doing without friends or family? I do, but that's when I enjoyed playing ice hockey. Give one to the missus on my behalf. Give one to her. What? Just like a hey, how you doing?
I procrastinated and never started my stream.
Oh no, guys, we've got a guest in the house. It's the Mrs. Zara Kiri. She didn't start her stream, yeah. Oh, that's right. You be playing hockey. That's cool. Yeah, exactly. So that's what I do when I want to have my own.
Gary's looking for you.
I know I can hear him yelling for me. I feel so bad.
Yeah.
When I want to have my own alone time, that's the type of stuff that I do. Is I'll go and play hockey because it's not really something that I can do with family. Although I would invite Zara and anyone else to come watch me if you wanted to come watch, but she doesn't want to. It's just a
No,
cold.
I've watched you.
She has
I
a couple
have watched
times.
you.
She has a
Don't
couple
call
times.
me out like that.
You have what? Once, or was it once or twice?
I have watched enough.
I think it was once. Yeah.
No, Calgary, I watched you one time too.
Oh, okay.
That counts.
Couple times then. But yeah, I mean that's just one little
I've
thing,
been to
guys.
hockey games. I've skated with you. That all counts.
Yeah, no, but we're talking about right now though.
Okay.
Like we're talking about like currently, aren't we? I was showing them your hockey skate actually.
My hockey skate?
Yeah.
Oh, thanks.
Yeah, I was showing it to the chat because somebody told me that they busted their ankle playing hockey.
Yeah.
And then I said, "How is that possible?" And I guess they had shitty $20 skates, is what they said.
Oh.
And I was like,
I
"You're."
didn't even know they sold those. You only took me to the Bauer shop.
That's just you said you only wanted ice skates.
No, I wanted figure skates. You didn't even get me the skates I wanted. Remember?
Oh yeah.
I wanted figure skates. I still want figure skates.
Okay. I'll get you figure skates. Tell her to play with you hockey.
Fine. If you get me figure skates.
Slapping pucks and busting nuts. No, we don't even have any ice out here.
With arenas?
Arenas, I guess, yeah. I get anxiety from being around my family too much, honestly. Ooh. I guess, I mean, it can become overwhelming. Like, the thing is, I also, like, consider my work is really, it's a time when I'm alone, too. Especially when I have a big project where I'm just working on somebody's property for, like, hours at a time. It's not, I know it's still work, but it's not as, stressful when you're just working on somebody's property. Biggest pussies I've ever known in my life was named Oscar. So I'm not worried about you, buddy. Okay, guys. Be careful, man. There's a class action lawsuit over here in America for the roundout. What's roundout? Oh, you talking about Roundup? Like the chemical stuff? I never use that stuff. Like you're talking about chemicals, right? I never use chemicals, guys. The closest thing that I ever use to a chemical is like fertilizer, you know, like lawn fertilizer. But I never use any Roundup or herbicides or pesticides or anything like that. What's the most dangerous bird? That's a really good question. Dangerous. That's a really good question. It might be, let's think. Ostriches are the biggest. Falcon that dives or eagle? I mean, yeah, a bald eagle, I'm pretty sure, has a very large wingspan and size for the fact that it's a bird of prey. There's a couple of birds that are bigger, like the, I believe it's called the albatross is the largest. The shoebill is definitely looks the most intimidating. The shoebill looks scary as heck. But ostriches, I feel like, would actually F you up. Emu as well. Ostrich and emu, those guys are scary as hell. My dad sprayed Roundup for the longest time as a career, and I'm completely against the use of pesticides. Yeah, I would never use Roundup. I would never use that shit, guys. I know it's bad for your health, man. Bad for the environment. Cassowary is more dangerous than ostrich or emu. Owls? Well, let me think. Oh, they're way more aggressive. I'm trying to think here, guys. Maybe a Canada goose, though. Canada goose. They're pretty aggressive. Have you guys ever seen one? I'm just kidding. They're fine. Let me think here. I'm really trying to think hard. What would be... Yeah, it might be an owl, maybe? No. There's definitely some pretty big birds that could peck your eyes out. You know what I mean? Cassowary got the dagger-like claw. And cassowary are almost like big emu-type animals, right? Like they're really big birds, right? Flightless. I believe they're from New Zealand. Is that right? Need more juice? You're the cassowary expert here, right? Yeah, so I think... But to go back to the Summer Page's original question, they asked what's the most dangerous bird? Not the deadliest, not the most aggressive, not the, not the strongest. They said most dangerous. In which case, I would argue that the most dangerous is the chicken. And the reason why is because so many chickens on Earth, there's more chickens than there are people on Earth. There's more chickens. You heard that right, guys. There are more chickens right now, currently on Earth, than there are people. And because chickens could potentially carry deadly diseases, I bet you they're more dangerous than all the other birds, because people might eat them and get like poisoned and die. You know what I mean? Are Canadian goose or is it a duck with marbles? No, Canada goose are just like those geese that fly south for the winter. Hey, Hockey, I think it's time for you to shut the channel down. That's a cue. The wife came in. Which is the hardest... No, she would tell me if she wanted me to. Which is harder, losing a partner you love to cancer or having someone you love betray you and break your heart? Both would hurt deeply, but in different ways. Wolves love to eat. One takes them away forever. The other leaves them in the present, yet painfully changed. Which is harder? Harder? I think having a partner cheat would be harder. Like the love betrayal thing would be harder. I'm not saying that it wouldn't be as devastating or grief stricken, but I think the thing is, every single person on earth has to deal with death and grieving in some way, shape, or form. And therefore, because it's so common, it's a universal common trait that's shared among everyone. Every culture, every country, every city, every person must, without a doubt, 100% deal with the death of a loved one. It's a very common problem. So the solutions, the way to get over it, or the way to like, lessen the impact of it, would be easier to be seeked out. Like, you could seek out help and counseling and blah blah blah, and eventually grieve and get over your grief strickenness, right? But the other one, being betrayed by your love, would be less common, because that doesn't happen to everybody, right? And on top of that, it feels more preventable, where the death is not preventable. You know what I mean? It's crazy that blue whale is the biggest animal there ever lived, and still today, even bigger than the biggest dinosaurs. Yeah, I know. When I learned that fact, guys, my mind was blown when I learned that fact. And I remember, I know exactly where I learned it. I used to have a book when I was a kid, like a paper, picture book. And in that book, that fact was written. It said the biggest animal that ever lived was a blue whale, and there was a drawing of a blue whale. I had a wolf dog that would bring me a dead rooster in the morning. The most dangerous birds are the invasive species that decimate crops and destroy environments, like the European starling. Yes, exactly. That's right, Dan. You got it. The European starling. That's what I was trying to think of earlier when I said chicken. I just wanted to throw out the chicken fact that, there's more chickens than people. I think it's a really interesting fact to know, right? Because most people wouldn't think that. You think, how many people are on Earth? And they always say, oh, there's like 8 or 9 billion people or whatever, right? Supposedly, there's 30 billion chickens. There's more chickens than people on Earth, guys. Those diving falcons are sick when they kill. Yeah, I know. I think the diving falcon is the fastest animal above the ocean. I think there might be one fish that swims faster, like the swordfish or something like that, or sailfish, whatever. I forget what it's called. The biggest recorded was 419,000 pounds, 110 feet long. That's longer than the NBA court. Yeah. And I guess the weight is probably just an estimate, because I don't think they got that whale to get on a scale. You know what I mean? Your wife was on a quick walk today and she ran into a bunch of ostriches or geese. One of the two. I doubt it was ostrich, guys. I'm going to doubt it. She ran into ostrich on her walk today. I just, something puts my finger on it. I just think it was probably geese. You know what I mean? When I really think deeply about it. Your wife said August attacked one of her cousins. August? Did you mean ostrich or August? When you fire a gun out of a 45, it goes 100 feet per second. The SR-71 Blackbird goes 2,000 feet per second. No way. That's insane of a fact. Wait a minute. Your stream lagged. You ate an ostrich? I don't think I ever ate an ostrich, but I've considered it. gun is 1,000. Sorry. Oh, okay, yeah. So it's double the speed of a gun. I thought you were trying to say it was 200 times or whatever, or 20 times the speed of a gun. But it's twice. Okay, that seems a little bit more realistic, but still insane to think. 2,000 feet per second. But I'm guessing the SR-71 Blackbird is only it only could do that for a moment or two, right? Like probably can only fly like that for like literally a few seconds. What kind of hockey skates do I like? Honestly, the ones that Zara has would be really nice. They're Bowers, but I think I currently have a pair of CCMs, I believe. It outruns missiles. Not for a long time. So it must be a Rooster. Yeah, I guess. Who's the fastest rooster on Earth? Have you guys ever seen a Roadrunner? You remember that show Roadrunner with the Wile E. Coyote? If anybody's ever seen that. I saw a real Roadrunner one time. You probably need good socks with them skates. Yeah, you actually do. Truly. You need good socks because if you wear too thin of socks, it could give you blisters and cut your legs and stuff like that. Not your legs, but like your ankles. My skates do, at least, because like I told you guys, I have an older pair of skates that are really worn in, and one of them is in particular is kind of the back of it's kind of broken, and so there's like some exposed plastic. I live on lots of farms growing up, and European starlings are really bad. They nest anywhere they can. Oh my god. That sucks. European starlings are coming by and eating all the crops. Play Roblox. Play Roblox. It's my birthday. Can you please sing me happy birthday, brother? Okay, happy birthday. Play Roblox. To you. Wait 1 second, guys. I have to go say hi to my nephew. Because he's been crying for me. I want to go say hi to him. Just give me a sec. Okay, guys, I'm back. Sorry. I don't think so, because you can get them back. Just got your Do Up Big Bank. Wait, what? What were we talking about again, guys? I forgot. Are you talking about the skates still? What are my thoughts on Socrates? I mean, I got to think really deeply about that. My thoughts on Socrates. I think that Socrates was a philosopher from ancient Greece. And I think that he thought a lot of, very insightful, crazy things. But I think that I don't really know much about him personally. Like in his personal life. Like, I don't know. Was he married? Was he single? Was he divorced? I literally have no idea about that. But I do think a lot of thoughts on Socrates. Socrates, on the other hand, probably the best would be, Adidas, Nike, any of the big brands are probably good, like in terms of making soccer tees. Um, you know, I don't really know much about them either, but from what I do know is, uh, even though like, you know, I'm not always saying like the big brands are the best for everything, but the fact is they probably make some pretty good soccer tees. You know what I mean? Hello, love your lives. Can you shout out to my brother, Dixon Mayas? Number 5 try. Was Nostradamus real? I think he was a real guy, right? Like he existed. But was his predictions real? That's the real question here. Is did Nostradamus know anything? Did he know anything in the story? I don't know, guys. I actually don't know. Did he know stuff or was he just guessing? I literally actually don't know. Could be. Dude, there's no way you're not from Russian descent. Well, I have Ukrainian descent. So that would make that's pretty close to Russia. Tell your queen happy birthday, brother. I'll tell her. I'll tell her. Do you believe in aliens? I don't know. I don't know if I believe in them in the sense of like, are there aliens like living amongst us or whatever? Like, did they land on Earth or something like that? I'm not too sure if I actually believe that or not because I just feel like the stars are so far away, guys. I think they're so far. The only thing that would be possible is they might be from like another dimension or something, or time travelers, or like from maybe the inside the Earth itself. Like maybe they live under the ocean. What about Rasputin? I believe Rasputin was a real guy. I don't know if he was magical or not, but I believe he was a real guy. You clearly have native, right? Yes, I have part native and part Ukrainian, which pissed off Vlad Daddy. He's sad because I'm from Ukraine and not Russia. There's something out there. We just don't know what yet. Yeah, it's definitely possible. Yeah, I'm pissed off. European starlings are invasive in my area. They're actually really smart species that can mimic human speech and many other sounds. Damn, that's crazy. The crows are very smart too, guys, by the way. There's a theory going around for a while now here that crows might actually be at the same intelligence levels as small children and dogs. When I lived in Texas, this guy who raised ostriches and the eggs cost $2,000 a piece. Damn, those are some expensive ass eggs. But yeah, here 6 eggs cost no 12 eggs cost about $6, but they're not ostrich eggs. They're chicken eggs. You know what I mean? Maybe they cost that much because people are hatching them and making a new ostrich. The Roadrunner Motor City, we got a car called the Roadrunner Charger. I saw a Roadrunner one time, guys. I swear, I took a video of it. It was in I was in Phoenix. Yeah, the ostrich egg is as big as your head. Holy frig, I didn't realize they were that big. Yeah, 50-50 chance we live in a simulation. Since we haven't developed the tech to simulate other worlds, we're either the last one in the simulation chain that's still developing, or we don't live in a sim. Holy crap, man. Here I was thinking I was getting screwed over on egg price. Why, how much are the eggs where you live? That was just a rough estimate because I'm basing it off of, that's like farm eggs. Like there's these little farms that are out in the neighborhoods because people raise chickens and they have their own farms here. And you could buy a pack, like a 12 pack of eggs for $6. If you get them at like Costco and you get like 30 eggs at a time, the price goes down. One of the Rothschilds produced the Truman Show. That's crazy. Fun fact, we made of 99% empty space. Yeah, it's called the Chicken Ranch. Yeah, it's some Flintstone type shit. Oh, the ostrich eggs, yeah. Did it say beep beep? The Roadrunner guy? No, he didn't say beep beep. He didn't. They're just very elusive. Like he ran away real quick. But yeah, the simulation thing, guys. That's a crazy thing. I mean, especially also when you bring in the fun fact of we're made of 99% empty space, right? The electrons are. I can't. It's just it blows my mind, right? They say the electrons are like swirling around a proton, right? And 90% of the space in between the proton and electron is invisible or nothing's there, right? But when you stack them all together, somehow it creates matter, right? Well, what happens inside of our computers and our Xboxes and stuff like that, right? It's also just electricity, right? It goes through and then it makes a whole world inside of there. So I think we are creating simulations already. Well, I'm poor, so I buy the processed large eggs. But if I had a choice, I would buy medium free range eggs. Yeah, I mean that's the thing. I agree with that fact too. I buy bulk eggs because it's just easier. Like it's just easier when I'm at Costco to get 30 or 60 eggs at a time than going out to these little farms and buying 12 eggs at a time. You know what I mean? But I mean, it's the thing is here in my town in Nanaimo, it's a very trusting place. In so much that you can go to the farm and they just leave the eggs outside. Like it's right at it's on the side of the road, basically at the side of the property. And there's just a big sign that says eggs, $6. And you have to walk over, you just grab them and you have to put $6 in they have like a can or whatever, you know, they have a little lock box where you're supposed to put your money in, right? And there's nobody there. Like technically somebody could just walk by and steal all the eggs, you know what I mean? An egg farm can have many colors, but they are straight from the bird to your house, organic. I value pig shit more than Rothschild. Relationship and death. Can you say about? They're actually called egg ranches. Play Roblox. Jesus said, "It is who am I am the light, and above them all. It is I am who them all. From me did the all come from forth, and unto me they did extend. Split a piece of wood, and I am there, etc. Adams." Play Roblox. Play Roblox. Play Roblox. Room 4. Bro, if I had a wife like you, I wouldn't be on live. Room 4. Why is that, God Mod? Why is that? Bro, say play Roblox one more time again, man. I swear. Say it one more time. Say what again? Y'all, well, people are funny as shit, bro. Atoms. When Jesus talked about that, he was talking about the atoms. Jesus didn't say that. He didn't speak English. I'd be laying the pipe, bro. Bro. Don't you worry. I'm not going to be on live all night. Anyways, but atoms, guys. Atoms are... atoms are supposedly in everywhere, right? Everything's made of atoms. You know, the wall is made of atoms. My shirt, myself, you know, this phone is supposedly atoms, right? But what about outer space? Supposedly, outer space is like empty, right? There's no atoms up there. So that's true emptiness. How does that actually even make sense? You know what I mean? Supposedly, this room is full of air that's made of atoms, right? There's no air up there. You're trying to tell me it's just a void, like nothing at all? Okay, Hockey, on the hashish, joking. No, it's not empty. Bro, read my comment. Yeah, room 4. Nothing is impossible. What about the firmament? Oh, yeah, so then what's on the other side of the firmament then? If the firmament is real, then what's on the other side of the firmament? Wait, one sec. I gotta go say hi to my nephew. Hey, Ray. Is everything okay? Okay.
Be gentle, Ray.
I wish I had with Shishish water. A loop, we are in an internal loop. Damn, man, there's some stuff out here in Cali right now. Shit would change your life. Summer is back again, I see. Yeah, you know what would be crazy, guys? If the firmament thing is real. Hey, Ray. Come out here.
Why did you do this? I don't want to see.
What are you doing?
Come here, Ray.
Hey,
Okay, I'm going to end the live.
buddy, I want to sit down.
Okay, guys, I got to go. Thank you all for watching. I really appreciate the likes and the views. I'm going to be back again on live tomorrow. I'll see you guys. I got to go play with my nephew.